Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Vanderbilt's offense will get first crack at it today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback running on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that play had no chance. And you self-pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
On the run, it's Alexander. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Commodores send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Oh, what a move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Dumps it off in the flats. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Under fire. Big scrub. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I love fullbacks. They do such a good job. They're so unselfish, and I love when you throw them the bone near the goal line. Everybody knows it's coming. All the beef in the game. Give him the football. He does the rest. Reward the big fella for all his hard work.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Bryant. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Got it in the middle. It's Givens. At the 45 on his way. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Got a man. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
He's got it on the left. Found a bunch of room.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get it behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Commodores pick up the 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Bring in the heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fires to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Pavia. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result,
he lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
and I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The inside handoff. It's a running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and it got it down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. And the Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
There he goes. All out of space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Tight end now in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defense. Now, he's been their biggest playmaker.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes with the return. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the first down. On the ground, it's Alexander. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's been
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Pavia. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.